Now there are three groups of people on this planet. The ones who realize problems and make excuses for why everything is the way it is, the ones who wait for others to save them from the problems, and the ones who realize that their future and their children's future are their responsibility and no one else's. This video is directed at every individual who realizes that their future is their responsibility. What if I told you there was an organization out there like no other? What if I told you that this organization had a blueprint for the redesign of our society based not on ideology, but on what experiments have shown it will take to redesign our culture so that every human being has the necessities of life not to the minimum amount, but to the maximum? What if I told you this organization had already developed the technology to build fully automated cities that would give every person on Earth a standard of living higher than that of the richest people alive today? What if I told you that under this social design, no one would be in charge of anyone else? No politician or technocrat or philosopher, but rather, decisions would be arrived at, and that anyone in the society, no matter who you were, could submit their ideas to be evaluated. You would say I was crazy, right? The Venus Project advocates an alternative vision for a sustainable New World civilization unlike any other socio-economic system that has gone before. It calls for a straightforward redesign of our culture, in which the age-old inadequacies of war, poverty, hunger, death, and unnecessary human suffering are viewed not only as avoidable, but totally unacceptable. The Venus Project was started around 1975 by Jacques Fresco and by former portrait artist Roxanne Meadows. The two, using their own money, built a 10-building research center, developed numerous models and animations about what the future could be for everyone. They even have a book on the proposed social model called The Best That Money Can't Buy, for which Jacques had to sell his own house in order to publish. However, despite all of this and the fact that they have been featured in a few popular documentaries, their vision of the future has still not been presented to the masses of the people. This is largely due to the fact that, unfortunately, the ideas proposed by the Venus Project are very counterintuitive to most people today. It has long been advocated by Jacques that the best way to get this idea across to the public is through a major motion picture, in which all the questions people would have about the project can be answered in one sitting. Unfortunately, Jacques is 95 years old now, and this film has yet to be started. The Venus Project has a script, but lacks access to the individuals and resources necessary to make the film a reality. That's where you come in. We need all people who understand the Venus Project to some degree to demand that this film be made. You might say, and who are we to demand this from film producers? Think about how much money you must have spent in the cinema in your lifetime. These people owe us. So how does it work? We need you to make a short film. In it, say your name, the country you live in, demand that the film be made, and state why you would want the film to be made. Message us on our YouTube page so we can add it to our favorites, or message us via rbemovieproject@gmail.com so we can arrange for you to transfer the files to us so we can upload the video. Simple, right? But wait, it gets even simpler. We know you folks are so busy, so if you can't make a video, write a note, send it to us, and we'll make it for you. Do an audio recording and we'll make a video for you. Take some pictures of yourself or your surroundings and we'll make a video for you. Don't forget the essential information we mentioned before. The idea is to show the major players in the film industry that this film is in demand. We also want to create a compilation film of all the videos sent to us, and then send this to major film producers. This will be the first of many actions to get this film going, so please subscribe to our channel. Lastly, most people when questioned about how their society works have little to no understanding of it, and those who do usually have limited knowledge. The Venus Project proposes a completely different social structure, so it's very unlikely that someone who has only been aware of this project for a year or two would have a thorough understanding of this system. Thus, while Jacques Fresco is still alive, he is the best person to oversee the production of this film. He hasn't just read books or watched documentaries, he has worked and experimented all his life to develop this project. This is no time for procrastination. We must act now. The future needs you.